Christian, your thoughts about finally jumping into the top 25 of the ranked team?
I think it's good to finally get the recognition we think we deserve, and it's good to have all that publicity right now, but I think that number doesn't mean anything unless we finish the season with it at the end of our name.
Rashad, your thoughts? Are they similar?
Yeah, I mean, just taking it week by week and just preparing for the next, and just like you said, finishing with that number by our name.
Does the ranking provide motivation in any way?
I mean,
to continue to climb, or?
we're satisfied, but it don't mean anything to us because we just got to keep working, and it goes week by week, and just preparing just to get better for the next week and continue going from there.
Rocky said after every game that even though you guys have won and won pretty well, at least convincingly in a couple of them, that you guys haven't played well. Do you feel that way? And how does it feel that you're ranked and yet he doesn't really feel like you guys are playing well?
I agree with him. I feel like on both sides of the ball we haven't played our best game. I haven't played my best game. I need to be more consistent. I feel like when the run game and pass game are on, we're going to be an explosive offense, and we've yet to see that, and we got time to grow and get better. This bye week we're going to take it, just get better for South Alabama.
Have the coaches told you guys how much during this week that you will work on just yourselves and relative to getting prepared for South Alabama? Like, what's this week like for you guys?
A little bit of rest, kind of get back to full strength, and then just start prepping for South Alabama. Get a little early jump on them, and then get the younger guys some reps too. This is their week to get better, learn the offense and defense, and just start preparation.
Are bye weeks boring for you guys? Like, you just go back to school and practice. Like, are they boring for you?
I mean, no, but bye week, it's to get your body right too. But as the older guys, we try to still execute and do what the coaches call. No week in football is boring. I feel like every week is it's a big week. Even though this is a bye week, it's still a big week for us because we got to prepare and get ready for this big South Alabama game. We got to get them. They got us last year, so that's a big week for us, and we're preparing for it like we did against Cal and every other week.
Would you prefer to have the bye week later, or do you like having going into the South Alabama game? Like you said, you kind of feel like you have to have them.
It don't matter. Whatever they have with the schedule. Still got to come out and play. It's no difference. The bye week is just something that's in our way of trying to go out and beat the team. So we feel good any other way, and we're ready to play whenever.
You guys mentioned how you guys aren't playing your best, and offense and defense, once they're on, you guys can be really good. But one thing that has kind of set you back the first three games are the penalties. Those kind of have been adding up. Is this a week where you feel like it can be addressed? And do you think it could be a thing of the past once you starting next week?
Yeah, that's a big thing that could cost us in the future, and it's something we got to fix. Those penalties, just stopping drives and not being able to convert, those are tough. So we got to eliminate those as much as we can and just keep getting better.
How is it as a quarterback when you start the drive and all of a sudden it's like first and longer than 10? Does that do anything to your guys mentally?
It's tough. I think in IU game we were at one point second and 35 or something, and that's pretty hard to convert. So I try to limit those as much as we can.
Rashad, your guys have been in the end zone a few times, so I want to ask you about this thing you saw last week or two where guys were dropping the ball right across the goal line. Is that something that's kind of cool or steep?
We just had this discussion. I don't know. I don't know what's going through their head. The ball has to cross the plane somehow. So, I don't know what's up with them dropping the ball. We always finish with the ball in the end zone. So, that's something that that's their problem.
When you take it to the house, you want to get it through the front door.
Yeah, you always want to get it. With any type of touchdown, you always want to get it through the front door. But I don't know. I think they want to celebrate too early or something.
Is that why you kind of you treat it like kind of a track finish? I don't know if you did track in high school or anything. But
No.
Is that like your thing? You like doing that?
Because I think that's where the finish point is. It's always that goal line or the end zone. It's just something that you just carry the ball through the end zone. You don't know what can happen. They probably was pumped and seen a touchdown and just dropped the ball, but you got to finish with it through the end zone.
You guys can't spike it. What's your favorite way to kind of celebrate
Just with your teammates. I mean, that's the best way to celebrate. I mean, there's no other way. We're not selfish here, so we don't try to do everything on our own. I mean, when we see our teammates and run it down, I mean, we always try to celebrate with them, and that's probably the best way to do it.
And as a kick returner, I'm sure you saw the guy that didn't hand it off to the ref. That's the number one thing to do. Take the knee.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, I thought he probably thought he took a knee, but yeah, that was wild. I was watching that before the game too, and yeah, you always gotta take a knee before you throw the ball away.
So Christian, if Rashad just reeled off an 80-yard touchdown run, but flipped the ball there at the 1-yard line, and the other team recovered, what would you have to say to Rashad as he came off the field?
I mean, I think we've seen it enough. How many people have done that? So I think you would learn. And I don't think Rashad would do that. Hopefully not.
Christian, going back to the second and 35, I remember sitting there thinking and watching it. Okay, this is a situation where you can't try to do too much, right? And I think it was that drive where you threw the interception. It was almost like a punt.
Yep.
You know, because you guys had such long yardage. Do you, in your mind, when you're on the field at that moment, are you kind of thinking about that hey, can't get this all in one throw, you know, don't make that bad mistake that gives them possession at the 50 or 40? Is that always been a part of your mental process? Is it even more a part of your process?
In that situation, it's kind of a learning experience now. I was just thinking, you know, give him a shot. It's second and 35. Just put the ball up to Penny. Worst thing that can happen, I mean, incomplete, or they get the ball down in 20. It's like a punt. But Coach Morgan talked to me just in that situation. I mean, can't give them the ball. Try to get as much as you can, check it down, run, and then just punt it. Like Tanner that game was great, putting guys in the 6-yard line. So just can't force anything like I did.
Yeah, so do you feel like, because I think on the next play, I'm not sure what the play was, but it's not like you forced anything on that play. I think it was on third down, you threw the long ball. Is that right?
I don't remember what down it was, but
so Coach Morgan didn't think that was the best of ideas to do that, or?
no. He said if I were to throw that, kind of put it in more of a spot where he can jump up and get it. But the best thing would just be to run and tuck it and go, because both guys weren't really open on that play. So just kind of take your losses and get what you can.
You guys know, having gone through the recruiting process yourself, but when you see a program that's won 13 in a row and is in the top 25 for the first time in 20 years or whatever, how does that sway your decision about where you're going to go?
I think it's a huge thing for kids coming out of high school, especially from San Diego. Like seeing something like that, top 25, it's really like a thing to hook and bring in kids. You know, they want to be a part of it, and I just think it'll help with recruiting a lot.
What do you think, Christian?
Well, not being a local guy from here, and just based on my decision, I always knew that San Diego can be a powerhouse. So I mean, that's why I chose here. So just believe in your instincts and just believe in what you do.
How much did the kind of offense this school runs play into your decision?
Well, I came from a high school where we ran a double wing, so we ran the ball majority of the time. It was rare passes, so I never knew how to pass block until I got here. I mean, so it played a huge role. So I learned a lot just being installed in this offense, and it's helping me in the long run. So I mean, I enjoy it, and I like it.
The fact that it was such a featured back offense had to be.
Well, it just played a big role in me first. I mean, I like to run the ball, so I can't. It's not much to say.
Like, especially in college, teams rely on star players. Lamar Jackson, he's doing it all.
Mhm.
Cal Davis Webb, he threw it 70 times against you guys. They just rely on him. It's DJ, obviously, but the way they get you the ball, basically, it's creative ways. Like the touchdown he had, you lined up at fullback.
Yeah.
I mean, that just shows that Horton wants you to get the ball.
Yeah.
It's not all about DJ with his team. Does that give you confidence? I mean, what are your just thoughts on those kind of creative play calls? And obviously, you know what's going on because you practice those plays.
Mhm.
But to the fans, I watch it's like, whoa, there's all these creative kind of lineups with Jawan doing the little sweeps and all that, and yourself running out of fullback. It's cool.
I mean, yeah. When we got a guy like DJ, I mean, the Heisman candidate. I mean, they gonna all key on him. So I mean, they seen on that play it was actually pretty cool because they thought he was getting the ball, and the safety sunk down with him, and I was wide open again on the wheel route, and Jawan comes in motion. So it's like just trying to all get us in and just be like we're basically like decoys, distractions. I mean, just trying to get the ball to us, and DJ was the distraction there, so he left us wide open, and we got what we got.
On the same end, you mentioned DJ was a distraction. You guys yourselves are used as decoys as well. You can tell the difference, right? When you're running a fake play that sets a DJ, are you watching the defensive backs, how they react? Or if you see someone coming to you and you know you're not going to get the ball, you basically did your job on that play, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, the fly orbits are basically like a distraction. We're trying to get the defense out of there so it can open up another hole for DJ to run through. And like we just do a lot of stuff. Like we block, go for routes, and just try to get the receivers open as well, and just play a role for this offense to help us move.
Do you feel like when you do that, when the safety gets out of the way, that's why DJ had touchdowns? His first touchdowns are like 30, 40, 50 yards. That's the biggest reason why, because you guys.
Yeah, because they're back turned to the play. So I mean, DJ can make more than one guy miss at a time. So I mean, he can go for however long yards he can.
And that touchdown, you have some pretty good hang time in the end zone. When you're up there in the air, you thinking, I don't know how I'm going to land on this.
I mean, yeah, I was nervous for myself because I was also trying to find a way how to land. But I mean, just getting the ball through the end zone for the team is what matters the most, and just helping our team win. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my body, but hey, it's a win is a win.
Is your whole body hurt after that one?
Kind of felt pretty hard, but I can recover from it. I mean, I'm doing pretty good, so I mean, it's nothing that big.
Did it knock the air out of you, or did you hit in a way that hurt something?
Yeah, I landed more on my hip, but I knocked the air out too. But you know, I'm just glad I'm back up though.
Christian, what's it like in the locker room having a Heisman candidate? Do you guys talk about it? Do you not talk about it? You don't want to jinx it? I mean, how does that play in the locker room?
I think we treat DJ just like any other guy. I mean, yeah, we know he's a Heisman candidate, but he's still one of the guys. You know, and not having all this recognition doesn't make him up on a pedestal. I mean, he's still one of us. He's still friends with us. I mean, Penny Kid said the same. I mean, it's not nothing like that.
It's not like a pitcher on a no-hitter. You don't want to mention it or anything, or you guys talk about it?
We talk about it a little bit. I mean, we're happy for him. We say congrats. You know, just keep on working. But it's we don't want it to be a distraction. You know, we still got a goal for the team, and we can keep doing what we do.
What did you think when you saw the enormous poster on the side of the building?
Oh, I was happy. I was like, okay, DJ, look at star status on the building. But yeah, no, he deserves all the recognition he's getting. He's a great player, and he's done a lot for this program.
Rashad, did you guys needle him about it?
No, I mean, honestly, DJ probably don't even talk about it. I mean, he's a guy that's getting all the recognition, but like he's one of the most humblest dudes you ever meet. I mean, really don't say much. I mean, we really make fun of it more than him because you know, he deserves it. He works his butt off day in and day out, and we're proud of him. And you know, I'm glad he's getting all this recognition because he deserves it. To be a small guy like that, I mean, he makes everything look so easy, so he deserves it.
What's the easiest thing to make fun of him about?
I mean, we always make fun of his head. I mean, because he got a small body, but he got a big head. I mean, he'll probably say the same thing about us too. I mean, he's a good guy to clown around with, you know. But that's something we always joke about him, and then we always call him like a little small guy. Like, but he's small, but he probably bobblehead. I mean, we always say the bobblehead really looks just like him. So. So, I mean, he's a great guy, though. We like him, and we're glad we got him in our program.
Rashad, when you said earlier you came here knowing San Diego State was going to be a power, what gave you that impression that good?
Because over the years you see the wins, and then you start seeing how the program like start to increase. So, I mean, as a high school kid, I didn't want to go anywhere else, and I also did want to stay local, like close to home. And I'm like 2 hours away, but just seeing the wins and just seeing the program, how it progressed over the years, and I mean, I'm happy that I chose here. So I mean, it's a dream come true for most kids, and I really think that's probably the place to be for some kids.
You guys got any stories about Tanner bullying? Different times, you know, be different. What's his deal?
Tanner's a funny guy.
Yeah, Tanner's a character. I don't know. You know, I think all punters are kind of weird in their own way, and same for Tanner.
In what way? How's he different?
It's at Chicago.
Yeah,
He
he's
has to be at Chicago. He's
not
from, they're from
awkward.
Illinois too, so there's something over there. I don't know. He
He's
just
not-
gives off
yeah,
a weird
he-
impression.
He makes everybody laugh. I mean,
I know he's
it's just the way he do things. I mean, he's different than other punters.
Are you trying to tell you guys how great it was being back there or anything about that?
Yeah, he had a lot of family there. I know that. He was asking everybody for tickets. I mean, I think he had like 40 or 50 tickets probably. And I mean, he played well. I mean, going home, I think, gave him a little boost, and he was kicking it. He was kicking great.
Was he talking about it beforehand, about going home and all that stuff?
Yeah, he was excited to go home and finally play in his hometown.
Is he a Cubs? Did he talk about the Cubs?
He's a Bears fan, Bulls fan.
Bull fan, yeah.
Yeah.
Majority of every Chicago team.
Yep. So, yeah.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.